Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Evening Podcast for July 6, 2025. Firstly, we've been following the ongoing tensions between Russia and Ukraine, where the conflict has escalated with Russia downing several Ukrainian drones overnight. The international community is growing increasingly concerned about the violence and potential for further destabilization in the region. In other news, we're celebrating the life and legacy of Peter Russell Clark, a renowned Australian chef, artist, and television personality who passed away recently. He was known for his vibrant personality, outspoken views, and infectious enthusiasm for cooking, which made him a beloved figure in many households. Lastly, we've been investigating the financial dealings of international leaders, with a focus on transparency and accountability. Our team has been analyzing reports and statements from multiple sources to provide you with the latest updates and insights. These stories and more will be discussed in depth in our upcoming broadcasts. For now, thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and we'll see you soon. And that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here's Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, in the Middle East, Hamas has expressed its readiness to negotiate a ceasefire proposal in Gaza, with Egyptian and Qatari mediators putting forward a proposal aimed at pausing the fighting for several days. We'll continue to monitor this developing story and provide updates as more information becomes available. In other news, a devastating humanitarian crisis is unfolding, but we're also seeing efforts towards peaceful resolution. We reported earlier on the dismantling of homes in the West Bank amid rising tensions, and we urge all parties involved to prioritize diplomacy and work towards a solution that addresses the needs and concerns of all individuals affected by the conflict. In sports news, Real Madrid secured a thrilling 3-2 victory over Borussia Dortmund in the Club World Cup quarter-finals. The match saw an incredible bicycle kick from Kylian Mbappe and a stunning save from Real Madrid's goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, which proved to be the difference-maker. The Spanish Giants will now face Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-finals on Wednesday. Finally, we're also remembering the victims of recent tragedies and offering our thoughts and support to those affected. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories and more as they develop. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. I'm Barbara Waters, and we'll be back tomorrow with more news and analysis. Until then, good night and stay safe. Now for the latest in business and finance. Here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm your host, Louis. Tonight, we'll be summarizing our recent articles covering both the world of finance and sports. In our financial news, we discuss the proposed IPO of Allied Engineering Works, a technology-driven solutions provider in the smart metering infrastructure space. We also analyze the decline in market capitalization of India's top valued firms, which saw a significant erosion in their combined valuation. It's essential for investors to remain vigilant and informed about these market trends. On a different note, we took a break from finance to explore the exciting world of sports, specifically the National Football League and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We broke down the recent virtual meeting between Steelers legend Troy Polamalu and cornerback Jalen Ramsey, which has generated enthusiasm among fans. Additionally, we highlighted the emergence of wide receiver Calvin Austin III as a potential starter for the team. These developments have set the stage for an exciting season ahead, with the Steelers poised to be a formidable force in the NFL. As always, we remind our listeners to stay informed, stay balanced, and keep their eyes on the prize. That's all for tonight, folks. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world of finance and sports. Until next time, good night, and let's go, Steelers! Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. First up, we explored the concept of space travel and the potential for humans to reach Mars in the near future. We used vivid analogies to explain complex concepts, such as comparing the journey to Mars to a long road trip. Next, we delved into the world of finance and looked at the story of Stereotaxis, a company that's making waves in the field of robotic interventional cardiology. We discussed how their innovative technology is poised to revolutionize the way doctors perform surgeries and highlighted the potential for growth and investment opportunities. Finally, we examined an article by renowned investment analyst Oliver Rodzianko, who shared his unique perspective on Tesla's potential to deliver impressive returns over the next 5 years. He believes that advancements in autonomy will be a key driver of growth and sentiment, and even predicts a 15% annual return in his bear case scenario. These stories showcase the intersection of science, technology, and innovation, and highlight the importance of critical thinking and skepticism when evaluating investment opportunities. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to explore the frontiers of science, technology, and finance. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Tonight, we're bringing you a summary of our latest reports. Firstly, in the world of football, we discussed the potential recruitment of Cliff Kingsbury as the new head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. However, it seems that report was not accurate, and we will have to wait and see how this story develops. Secondly, from the baseball diamond, we reported on the sad passing of former Chicago White Sox closer Bobby Jenks at the age of 44. Jenks was a key member of the White Sox's 2005 World Series championship team and will be remembered for his impressive pitching skills. Lastly, in the world of tennis, we shone the spotlight on Nicolas Jarry, a Chilean tennis player who has overcome incredible adversity to reach the 4th round at Wimbledon. Jarry's journey is a testament to the human spirit, having battled vestibular neuritis, a condition that affects the nerve connecting the ear to the brain. These stories showcase the highs and lows of the sports world, from triumph over adversity to the loss of a talented athlete. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories as they unfold. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. This is Howard Closewell speaking, telling it like it is, and providing you with the latest news and analysis from the world of sports. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. First, in the world of technology, we looked at the impact of recent changes on gamers and the gaming industry as a whole. The shift towards new technologies has been met with both excitement and concern from gamers and developers alike. Next, our hearts go out to the families affected by the devastating flooding in Texas. We saw ordinary people doing extraordinary things, from rescue workers risking their lives to save others, to neighbors coming together to provide shelter and comfort to those in need. Lastly, we reflected on 2 stories from Australia. A tragic accident in the Macedon Ranges that left 3 people dead, and a reminder of the importance of taking control of our health. We urge everyone to stay informed, seek guidance from experts, and support one another through difficult times. These stories remind us of the power of individual stories, the connection between people and place, and the importance of community and resilience in the face of adversity. As we navigate life's challenges, let's approach each day with empathy, compassion, and a deep respect for the human experience. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining me on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. I'm Charles Currell. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we celebrated the remarkable life and legacy of Australian actor Julian McMahon, known for his iconic roles in Nip Tuck and the Fantastic Four movies. His untimely passing has left the entertainment industry reeling, but we chose to honor his memory by highlighting his impressive body of work. Next, we delve into the world of finance, where the S&P 500 closed at a new record high, marking its 3rd record in 4 trading days. I broke down what this means for investors and offered some sage advice. Stay fabulous, keep your wits about you, And don't get too comfortable. After all, the market can turn on a dime. Last but not least, we shone a spotlight on the inspiring story of the S&P 500's continued technical strength and positive momentum. I compared it to walking the red carpet in heels, a feat that requires skill, poise, and a whole lot of style. That's all for tonight, folks. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we have a heartwarming tale of a reunion between a cat named Elwood and the staff and patients at the Epworth Hospital in Melbourne. Elwood, the hospital's resident feline friend, was stolen but thankfully found safe and sound, bringing joy back to the community. Next, we explored the incredible bond between humans and animals, as seen in the story of a cat named Juliette Williams' beloved pet, who was microchipped and identified by a vet practice after being sold online. This remarkable tale highlights the importance of treating animals with kindness, respect, and compassion. Lastly, we delved into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where researchers have made a groundbreaking discovery about how our brains store long-term memories. A team of scientists has identified two proteins, KIBRA and PKM, that play a crucial role in maintaining memory stability, shedding new light on the intricate processes that underlie human memory. These stories showcase the remarkable connections between humans, animals, and the natural world, as well as the incredible advancements being made in scientific research. Thank you for joining us on this evening's podcast. Until next time, good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David at Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.